video I'm gonna show you guys how to perform the basic cares for having carnivore plants. We're gonna talk in this video about the soil, the type of soil that we should be using, their watering requirements, their sunlight requirements, and also how to plant or repot a carnivore plant. The one that we're going to use as a model will be the Venus flytrap. This is the classic one. This is the one that everyone sort of has seen in movies, pictures, or videos. So I really like it. It's one of my favorite types of carnivore plants. There are many. So what are carnivore plants? Well, they're basically like plants that have evolved in such a way that because they live in habitats where they can get most of all the nutrients they needed from the soil. So they evolve in such a way that they now acquire what they lack from the soil from animals, such as more like insects and stuff. So that's it. That's what basically carnivore plants are. I'm gonna show you how to repot one. So this is like what the Venus fly as a whole actually looks like. This is like the upper part, which we see. This is the base, which grows closely to the ground but not too deep. And this is the root system. So I'm gonna show you how to plant one of these. First, the type of soil that we should be using. We can't use like regular soil, because most of it has fertilizers, and that actually harms the plant. We can't use fertilizers at all. So we have to use these mediums. Are great for them. This is peat moss. This is sort of like a dirt. This works great for that. And we can also use sphagnum moss, long fiber. This is long fibers. They use it for orchids too. This is great. Well, the soil has to be like capable of draining well. It has to have a good drainage. How much we're gonna use of each? I use you can use whatever you want as a measurement. I use this cup. I use one portion of peat moss and one portion of sphagnum moss. So I already put some here. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this one right here. I really suggest you water it before you use it, because it's all dry when you get it, and if you decide to water it after you've done planting your plant, it's gonna move too much as it expands. So you don't want that. You don't want it to move it too much once you're done planting it. So in the end, you're gonna get something sort of like this. So we're gonna use this is the pot we're gonna use. It's important that for it to be to have a good drainage, water has to be able to drain really well on what we're gonna use. Avoid clay pots. Clay pots will eventually put minerals in the soil, so you don't want that. So we're gonna put some of this here. I go like halfway. Well, not a little bit more than halfway. I make with your finger a hole so you don't damage. Be careful not to damage too much the roots. You put the remaining soil on the borders, sort of like this. You can hold the plant. You hold it. Okay. I think this will be enough. You sort of move it around with your hands. In the end, it should look something like this. You don't want to put it too deep in the dirt because it will rot. It has to be sort of like that, where you can see where it starts to grow. You should be able to see it, and you water it. You can use this spray bottle. I find they are really good for this. I sort of like spray them, like to get the dirt off. You can use a hose, but use low pressure, so you don't move the dirt too much. Basically, this is it. This is the type of soil you should use. Actually, another thing you should know is that these plants should always have water. I have a tray of water, sort of like this one, and you can put it there. So these plants should always be in water. Never let them dry. Once they dry, they get like sort of a stress stage, or it's really difficult like to save them once they've gone dry. So you can leave it like this, and as far as the light requirements, you can leave it at full sun. It's best to leave them at full sun. They grow bigger. Sometimes they get a red color. I leave them outside. Okay, I have some more here, the one that I showed you here, and I have other varieties. I really like this one. This one's a bit different. You can see it has a bright red color. Again, if you leave it outside, full sun, it will grow very healthy. One thing you should know about this is that the Venus flytrap specifically has a period of dormancy in winter. They are native to California, so up there in winter they go into dormancy, where they start to store energy for the next spring. So here, like in Puerto Rico, in tropical places, you need to induce that stage, and you can do that by either putting the plant inside. As crazy as it sounds, you can put it inside the refrigerator, and you should leave it there for like 3 months, and you can put it in a plastic bag and cover it. So you can search like 2 weeks. Each 2 weeks you water it, so you make sure it doesn't run out of water. And once you can leave it there for 3 months, and once you leave it in December, you can take it out by April or March in spring, and it will grow new leaves. They're gonna grow bigger. So that's basically it for the Venus flytraps. I have other varieties, such as these are sundews. I don't know if you can see them, but these work different. They have sort of sticky, like a sticky gel, and insects get attracted by it, and they go and stick there. It has some flies. This one has some flies, but I don't know if you can see them. So these are sundews. These are tropical plants, which can go outside all year, which is good. These one are nepenthes. For this type of carnivore plants, the soil I use is cocoa husk, and this is a really good one on an orchid bark. They really like these ones. So again, I leave them in a tray of water. They are in a tray of water every time. These ones in particular are really good because these grow like really big. I have this one right there, right here, which is a little bigger, and finally they can get so big as this one right here. This is my personal favorite. This is an Nephentis Miranda, and pitchers, these are called pitchers. How they work is that these have water inside them, and insects get attracted to the top of the pitcher because it has some kind of nectar. So then they slip from there, and they eventually fall in the water, and they either drown or get exhausted and die, and the plants like secrete these digestive enzymes, and they absorb what they need from there. So there are many kinds of carnivore plants. These are my personal favorites, and now hopefully now you know a bit of how to take care of them. So this is it. Thanks for watching.